people like to go back to it. I
Okay.
The easiest way for me to share it with you is to upload it to my YouTube.
Mhm.
But it's a private link. So when I send the
Okay.
link to you, if you share it with somebody, they'll be able to see it. And if they share it with somebody else, they'll be able to see it. So don't share it
I
with anybody.
gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm a psychic medium. So your higher guides, your ancestors, your loved ones, they're going to come in, they're going to talk. Random people that you haven't thought of in a long time or whatever may come through. Your grandmother, did she pass away?
Mhm.
Yeah. A very sweet, loving person. Very, like, very, she was a church person.
Mhm.
Yeah. So she's kind of, yeah, very mild. I wouldn't say not, I don't want to say like meek, but very soft person, very soft spoken
Mhm.
because I feel her energy very soft, but very loving.
Mhm.
Um, I hear the name Darlene, but I know that no, it's Arlene, which is her mother. Of
Mhm.
course, now the names come in. Thanks, Spirit. And your father,
Mhm.
is he still with us?
Mhm.
Okay. I hear dancing man. Does he like to dance?
No, I mean, no, I don't think we really know.
Yeah,
At
I
least I
hear
haven't
dance.
really seen him dance much.
Yeah. And he's still married to your mom?
No, actually, my stepdad.
Your stepdad. Okay.
Hmm. My biological father. I know him, but
Yeah. But your stepdad.
mhm.
Okay. He's no
my
longer
step
with us.
my stepdad is with us. Yeah,
He's
he's
with
still
us.
here.
Okay. And
Yep,
your
he's
mother
still
is still
here.
here.
Correct.
Okay. And you have a sister?
From my biological father.
Okay. You don't talk to her very much?
Not much. No.
Not much? Yeah. Yeah. She's very curious about you. Very curious about you. I feel like, your connection may come together soon. Are you dating someone? Are you married?
I'm married.
You're married and you don't have children?
I do.
You do. Okay. Did you
Mhm.
want it to have another baby?
I wanted a slew of babies.
I I I feel if you really wanted one, I feel like it could be coming.
No, I took precautions, so
You're like, no, I don't want that. Okay.
that was in the past.
Mm. You have a daughter?
I do.
Mm. How old is she? About 11, 12 years old?
She's college age.
She's college age. Okay, so she's
Mhm,
older. Okay.
mhm,
She's out there having a good time.
mhm.
What's with her hair?
What's wrong with it?
Did she do something different to her hair?
Um, not well, I trimmed it when she came to visit me,
Oh, okay.
but nothing drastic.
Mm. I see her with like very long straight hair.
Yeah, she doesn't usually wear it straight. It's usually curly. We
Usually
only
curly.
straightened it when we made it straight when we were
You're
trimming it.
trimming it. Okay. Yeah, because I see that. Okay. Hmm. Very smart girl. Does she study biology or something with science?
Mhm.
Who studies biology? I see like a
Mm-mm.
chemistry, like biology type stuff.
Oh,
So I don't
as
know if
as a
she
kid
it feels more recent, but somebody was very much into science experiments or shows or something like that.
I don't
Mm,
know. I mean, my son has to study things in school, but I don't know how into it he is.
mm. Okay. So they're both in college,
No, my son is high school age.
high school age. Okay. They're both doing okay.
Mhm.
They're coming along doing what they're supposed to be doing. And your daughter, she has a boyfriend?
That's funny. She doesn't think so. But the dramatics of college. So.
Right. I feel like a lot of guys are interested in her.
Mm,
I don't really think she cares.
yeah, you got that right.
Mm. Does she do something with like media or something like that?
Current? No, I don't think so. Not in school right now. I'm trying to just
Okay.
think because think so.
Yeah, because I feel like kind of like, I don't know, like newsroom type of TV show type of stuff.
Uh, I don't know. I mean, she's in a lot of different,
A
clubs
lot of
and stuff.
different, okay, a lot of different stuff. Okay.
Mhm.
Mm, yeah. And you have an aunt also that passed away?
Um, Not someone super close to me. I'm trying to think.
That's okay. Don't worry. I hear the name Shirley or Charlene Shirley.
Mm-mm, that doesn't
Shirley.
ring a bell.
It's all right. You open the spirit world, they all come in. Everyone. All right, so let's see what's going on in Kim's world.
Okay.
I hear, I'll be your angel. Mm. Getting the same cards I pulled this morning when I did my reading on YouTube. Scaring me
Mm.
actually, because they're like the same cards, and this is not the same deck. I feel like you don't have anything to celebrate, you know? It's kind of like everybody else is out there celebrating their life and what they're doing, and you're just kind of like, I don't know, you know? Could have to do
Yep.
with like your friends. Like every time you see a friend, they're always like, "Oh my God, this happened," or "Oh my God, that happened," and "Oh my God, this happened." And you're like, I don't know what to say.
Yep. That would be
I don't have
correct.
anything. I dusted the floor today.
That would be
You got to
correct.
bring some excitement into your life, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like things have just gotten a little bit boring and stagnant for you.
Mhm.
And it's time to start to figure out what it is that's going to, what the next step is. What's new for you? What do you do for work?
I'm a nurse practitioner, but
Oh, you're the nurse.
yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because I picked up on somebody else in the medical field. So I guess that's how you guys know each other. That's how you know Tara.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
nurse
we
practitioner.
act not through work, but somehow we both ended up in healthcare.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
yeah, we didn't really, yeah. I feel like I'm hearing like a lot of people talk a lot of shit. A lot of people like try to like make their life out to seem like it's so fabulous and wonderful when
Mhm.
it's actually not. I mean, it is and it isn't.
Okay.
Like there's a lot of fronts pulling up. And
Okay.
I want to say I feel like you miss your youth. You don't feel as young and vibrant as you once
Definitely
did.
not.
Right. Because you're tired and
Definitely
you're
not.
overwhelmed a little bit here. Why do you feel like you don't have any opportunities for yourself?
I don't know. I get stuck in my head a lot.
Yeah, but you do have. And the reason why you're not getting that is because you're not giving yourself a chance to dream. You're not giving yourself a chance to, like where you just kind of feel like this is it for me.
Mhm.
This is it. Is this it?
Mm.
But that's not
Yeah.
true. You're making it that way with your own thoughts. Your grandmother wants me to tell you to go play on the playground. Does that make sense to you?
Interesting.
I don't know if you've played
I don't
on the
know.
playground as a kid or something like that, or that was really fun for you or something that you like to do as
I
a
don't
kid.
know. I don't remember. Mm. I'm not great at remembering, you know, big pictures from. childhood, so
I feel like she's trying to say like you need to get out and play more,
I could see that.
where it's kind of like, I want to do adventurous things. So pick
Hmm.
something. I want to go to a museum. I want to go to New York City.
Hmm.
You live in New York, right?
Right now I'm in New York, but
Okay.
I live abroad,
Oh, where do you live?
Spain.
Spain.
Uh-huh.
Girl, that's far.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm visiting for a couple of weeks.
Mm. Ooh. And your husband's in Spain?
Yes.
Okay, because I feel like his energy like very far away.
Mhm.
Okay. I feel like you don't want to go home.
Um, yes and no.
Yeah.
You know, here with my parents, I really can just kind of chill out, and
Yeah.
they take care of me.
Yeah.
Home I take care of everyone. So
Right. And that needs to kind of change.
yeah,
And that changes when we put our foot down and we say, I'm not doing it, or we just don't do.
yeah.
It's not your responsibility to take care of everybody else. But
Good
when we
morning.
keep doing it,
Mhm.
we're being nurse at the job and we're being nurse at the house, you know?
Yeah,
And that's what's
doesn't end.
distracting you from doing it and you're manifesting this because you haven't decided what's the next adventurous, step for me.
Mhm.
What's next for me? It's called being busy syndrome. I'm too busy to worry about it.
I do keep myself quite busy.
Right. But that's also keeping you from what you desire
Busy
and
doing
thinking
nothing.
about. Is your husband Spanish?
Yes.
Okay. Mm. He's got a real macho attitude
A
about it.
little bit, not terribly.
Right.
Mhm.
Because I feel like he'd rather read a book than have a conversation.
He's not a big what's the word? He'll talk, but not about anything emotional. Let's put it that way.
Right. You need emotional intimacy.
Mhm.
Yeah. Have you said this to him?
I, I don't know. Well, I've not said that he's not a communicator, but I've said I need more intimacy. Yeah, I have said that.
Mhm.
I've had
And he
repeated
just kind of
conversations
like
about that.
rubs it off.
He says that I mean he has said he understands and he'll change, but I get little tidbits of change, but nothing grandiose. So
He doesn't, the problem, what sign are you?
Libra.
Yeah. This is exactly the energy. I should just send you the reading I did today on Instagram about Libra. This is the same cards being mixed in. I cannot believe this. No, I already did your reading earlier this morning. Just kidding. Um, I don't get the sense that he's working on this. I get the sense that he feels like he's never going to lose you.
I can see
Although
that.
this is something that he thinks about.
He
If
hasn't
I
shared
don't,
it.
but he doesn't know how to change
Hmm.
because men are not nurtured the same way that women are. They don't
I can
know
see that.
when you say you can't bring something out of somebody that's not there.
Hmm.
They're not taught emotional intimacy. They're not taught that. They're taught provide. Be a man, provide and exist. then have sex, bring the bacon home, and do
Mhm.
it all again the next day. So
Rinse,
when we
repeat.
want something from some, because you love your husband, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to find something. There are a plethora of things out there. Go on YouTube. Look, I want you to look for a strong couple that helps other couples to reconnect. And I want you, both of you, to start listening to what they have to say. That's the only way he's going to learn. It is, if it's not there, he can't pull it out of a hat like a magician. It has to be instilled. Any information that I need or I want, it doesn't just come to me. Sometimes it just comes to me. But a lot of the stuff I have to put into my own head. That's how you start to change. When you say, and I'm not talking about going to see a marriage counselor. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the
Mhm.
two of you sitting down. Hey, this is, a cool couple because I see you guys finding someone, like a couple on
Mhm.
YouTube
Mhm.
that talks about how to get that emotional intimacy within a connection. And as long as he's listening to the information, the
Mhm.
subconscious brain is working on it. And then it's going to become an action because he doesn't know where to start. He doesn't know how to do that yet. So we
Okay.
have to be shown the way. I mean, I
I have
wish
a
it was
couple in
just that
mind.
easy to say emotional intimacy, be available, be this. We
Yeah,
can't,
but it's not. No.
but it's not. It has to be taught. And there's ways to heal and there's ways to learn and you do it together. Because you could listen, you could spend all your time with other women that say, well, I need it too, or I don't
Mhm.
get this from my husband. And it just becomes a bitch fest, but nobody actually does anything to change it because you're pulling from an empty cup. And if you stop filling it up and you walk away and you start going more towards, that, oh, my husband's an idiot or whatever, that's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to break the two of you apart.
Mhm.
So while you're still here, while you're relaxed, while you're being taken care of, go and look to find, do exactly what I told you. Find that, save those videos, make a playlist, save those videos. And when you get home, you say, hey, babe, I really want to work this out with you. I've been thinking about this. And I think that the two of us, we could do this together. We could learn together. So we could have a better marriage. Because he doesn't know. And that's going to take a big relief off of him. That he's not alone out there. Because men do not get this. They don't have a friend that they can call and say, hey, my wife asked me to do this. But if you call a woman, she'll know.
We got a squad. We got a squad of
Right.
them.
Oh, sure. No. Oh, he did this, girl. Okay. Well, this is what you do. But men don't have that.
No.
So we
Yeah, I
kind of
wish they
have to, we
did.
have to feed it. We have to feed it to them.
Yeah. Kind of wish they did have a little bit
I
of,
know.
you know.
But that also takes the work away from you because
Yeah.
remember, the energy that you are is the energy you attract. So you have a problem with emotional intimacy also. You have a disconnect with men somewhere, and this could come from childhood,
Mhm.
could come from a place where, we feel like we can't relate to men, where we don't have that safety and reassurance because we may not have had the best father figures growing up, you know? So we
Mhm.
feel that abandonment and we don't know how to open up. We don't know how to trust. But this journey requires you to trust, and it's not just, it is something that can be learned and it's something that can be healed if two people are willing. And I get the feeling that your husband is willing.
Okay.
What's his name?
Hmm?
What's his name?
Angel.
That's what, didn't I just sing that song to you? I'll be your angel. Didn't I say
Oh,
that?
you did say that.
I'll be your angel. What's his name?
I
Angel.
didn't even connect that.
Nobody does. I know. I heard it in CVS when I was shopping.
Oh my
When I
goodness.
was shopping to get my love candle.
Oh. Oh man, that's funny. I didn't even connect that.
Right. Spirit is guiding you through this because they want to help you because they know that you need this and they don't want you to keep going out in the world looking for something that isn't in most people.
I
It's
can
not
see
in
that.
most men, that
Hmm.
it's out there where we're trying to, get these men to be what we were trained and programmed to think men should be. Because men are trained and programmed to be how they think they're supposed to be. And that's not always positive.
Right.
A lot of us grew up watching Lifetime movies, right? How many Lifetime movies you watch?
Hmm.
So we have
Hmm.
this programming in our head that men are cheaters, liars, they don't have emotions, they don't care, blah, blah, blah. And then we watch Hallmark movies and we're like, oh my God, I want that. But it's a Hallmark movie.
Yeah, not realistic.
Sometimes it's a little bit unrealistic, but sometimes it's the truth.
Mhm.
But that same man from the Lifetime movie could also be the guy from the Hallmark movie because that's
Yeah.
usually how they are. So
Mhm.
if men were shown different examples of how they should be, the world would be a better place.
From your lips.
Right. Because what were we shown, right?
Yeah.
The guy, think Steve Urkel from
Hmm.
Family Matters.
Yeah. I remember him.
He was loving and kind and sweet and, well, he was annoying,
Yeah.
but he was not the most attractive guy. And he was very much interested in Laura.
Right.
And she was just like, get away from me, Steve. Ugh.
Hmm.
And we tend to look at men that are that way also. What do you mean you want to touch me? You want to hug me? What do if we're
Hmm.
not ready to receive that, we repel it. So you have to be ready to receive his language of emotional intimacy. How is emotional intimacy defined by you?
I don't even know anymore
See,
because
knowing is the
I
first.
I just I would put it into the category of just a simple um hug, a simple and a hug that you mean, right?
Mhm.
Like I'm a hugger, and the least emotional hug is the pat pat. I'm like, that's awful. But when like you meet someone who like when I meet my girlfriends, the ones that are near and dear to my heart, like the hug tells you you're special.
Right.
And that's an example of like with my husband, he really doesn't know how to hug well.
Maybe he wasn't hugged as a child,
No, I know he wasn't. He really wasn't.
so he doesn't
Yeah.
know.
He doesn't know. No. Um,
If you asked me
I
to hug my stepfather, I would be repulsed
really,
because
and
my
my family is
stepfather
a
did
hugger.
not hug me,
Oh man, yeah. Yeah, and
you
then
know?
and I come from a very huggy family.
Right. So he doesn't know.
No,
So that may not be his love language,
exactly.
but it's yours.
Hmm.
So he doesn't feel comfortable hugging because he's not used to it.
Yeah. And I feel like that's of recent. I don't know that that's like, or it might just be that I'm noticing it more. I don't know.
Right. So what is his love language? How does he show affection?
Um, I guess infrequently,
Hmm.
there'll be an arm rub or a leg rub, but I mean, you know, that's
And
pretty
what
much
comes
it.
after that?
Okay,
Hmm.
that's about it. That's all we got.
So how you meet that type of energy, you combine them.
Hmm.
You do the arm wrap
Hmm.
and then the hug.
So I do. what I've made a point to try to start doing is to intentionally um, kiss him,
Hmm.
like literally go up to him, holding his head, his face, and giving him a kiss.
Yeah.
Because even that is infrequent these days. So,
Yeah. He's not cheating on you, if that's what you thought.
no.
No.
Asked me that a few years ago, I might have said, "Are you sure?"
Right.
but
No. I
but
just feel like he's older than you.
yeah, not much.
Not much. Yeah. I just kind of
Mm-hmm.
feel like he's like going through a little bit of like a depression,
I can see that.
a little bit. So it's more
Mm-hmm.
along the lines of, having a conversation with, hey, what's going on? Not confrontational.
No, no.
Hey, what's up?
And I've
How
had
you
I've had
feeling?
those conversations.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a handful of them over the last, let me say, year and a half,
Mm-hmm.
and I get pretty much the same response. No, nothing. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a
Yeah,
okay.
he's not an open upper at all. How frustrating.
Very incredibly.
Is he an earth sign, a Taurus?
No, so it's January 3rd, so Capricorn.
Oh, Capricorn. Same thing, earth energy. Capricorns, man, they can be like that.
Mhm.
They don't, I'm a Capricorn moon, so I get it. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Like Capricorns just naturally are that way, where they're not open. They're
That's nice.
very practical, people. They're not,
Mhm.
my God. Um, that's just kind of how they are,
Mhm.
just by nature. They're not very trusting, they're not very open, they're not very loving people. Everything is questioned. Everything
I
is a
can see that.
question and needs to be
Yeah.
examined thoroughly. It's very frustrating. What
Hmm.
sign are you? You're in, and you're a Libra.
Yeah.
So Libras are consistently looking for balance,
Yes.
constantly.
Hmm.
And it's like, how the hell did the two of you meet?
Oh my goodness.
I think I may have something here. Hold on one second. Let me go see if I can find this book. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. I found one of them.
Okay.
Wasn't the It wasn't the one I'm looking for, but if I found this one, this must be the one that I'm supposed to help, that is supposed to be used. All right, we're gonna get into this. This is not the reading I thought it would turn into, but it is. So bear with me. We're gonna dig a little deep here. I'm gonna get different messages. Hold on. Okay. All right. This is what helps to give us some direction. Okay. As grievous as it may be to say, you face a teensy weensy barrier when you decide to approach a Capricorn. This is about attracting a Capricorn. The goat is emotionally guarded and unlikely to warm up to you until after you've opened up first. It's emotionally a money up front situation. You must pay admission before you're allowed to enter. In the face of this new challenge, your knee-jerk reaction is probably, it's not fair, mainly because it isn't. All that was required to attract Sag, I don't know what the weather in there, was to be sociable and in the same room. With Pisces, you simply need to accentuate your spiritual side and be a shameless tease. And to attract Gemini, you just had to know the latest news headlines and feign lightheartedness. So why must you undertake the emotional equivalent of stripping yourself bare while the goat gets to wear a mask? There are two reasons. Realize that Capricorn is cautious. Relationships require investments of time, energy, and emotion, and Capricorn is very protective of investments. Whether Capricorn is choosing a barbecue pit, a new lawnmower, or a mate, he'll consider things carefully before he makes an investment. Capricorn takes commitment seriously. When considering embarking on a new relationship, the goat makes projections about your joint future. You've already been imagined as a parent to future children, a partner in entertaining business associates, and a companion in retirement. So this is everything that he looked at before he married you. When Capricorn makes a commitment, he sticks to it. That's why he takes his time before entering into one. Unkind souls, okay, the Capricorn seduction. Unkind souls assert the words Capricorn and seduction don't belong in the same sentence. But go talk to someone who's consummated a business deal with Capricorn, and you'll discover the goat is capable of shameless seduction. This is one serious suitor, so be prepared. He or she will use those same skills to seduce you romantically. The following scenario will give you an idea of what it feels like. Imagine a day at work. While you're walking down the corridor, you feel as if you're being watched. Did you miss a meeting? Is your boss annoyed? You try to shake off this feeling after work while you return your library books, pick up your dry cleaning, and grab Thai takeout for dinner. Are you paranoid? You credit having read a thriller the night before with your heightened sensitivity and then forget about your suspicions. But the next day you have the same feeling at the office. What's going on? Capricorn has been watching you with the skill and secrecy of a CIA. He or she's assessing your potential. The goat wants to see if you make the cut before spending wasted time with you. The next thing you know, Cap will ask you out to dinner. Okay. So the advice is to dress elegantly. Does your idea of dressing up mean flashy clothes? Instead, wear an ensemble that appears plain yet cost almost as much as your car did. So I think that it's with Capricorn, it's more of like a visual thing. I feel like your husband is stuck in like the investment phase.
Okay.
You know, am I going to keep investing? They're not going to give up. They're not going to walk away, but they're
Mhm.
consistently weighing their options as to what's and what to invest in and what not to invest in. So
Mhm.
he's not investing in his emotions right now.
Jordan did, but I didn't want to.
Okay.
Okay.
Um, okay.
That's what he said he did.
Okay. This is what we need. The committed relationship, you got what you wanted. Here's how to keep it. If Capricorn is interested in you, commitment is almost a certainty once you've passed the background and credit checks. So you've made the cut and you're officially in the goat's life. Caution. Yes, Capricorns have flings, but most of them aspire to be in a committed relationship. If your idea of commitment is calling Cap once or twice a week and meeting for dinner as time allows, you're better off with another sign. When the goat is part of the picture, engraved invitations, flounce dresses, and rented tuxedos are called for. No Capricorn doesn't want to go to the prom. He or she wants to get married. Ooh. Can you deal with the horror of living such a stable, predictable life? If the thought frightens you, remember there's a little Capone in every Capricorn. Other admirable qualities befitting a spouse can be found in your mate. Here are a couple: trustworthiness, predictability,
Mhm.
um, hmm, do's and don'ts in the Capricorn mating game. Do be discreet. Do be alert for sighs. Excessive sighing in Capricorn, way of letting you know how heavy the load is and how dutiful he or she is. You detect the odor of burning martyr. Note the sighs, then ignore them. Don't get on his bad side. Don't be late. This is disrespectful and irresponsible. We already know how Cap reacts to that. You
Mhm.
want out, ways to leave. You simply cannot stand this life any longer. The goat is prodding you into planning your retirement, and you're only 20 years old. Or maybe you couldn't compete with the ultimate rival Capricorn's career. What happened to the elegance of the Philadelphia story I referred to earlier? The goat must have left it in San Francisco while they're on business. Not even the dangerous allure of Cap's Capone side surfaces often enough to tempt you into staying. As far as you're concerned, it's over. The easiest way to ditch a Capricorn is to embarrass him or her in public. Of
Mhm.
course, you'll embarrass yourself as well, so try something else. Act irresponsible. Okay. How Capricorn fits with Libra. Let's read that real quick. I know this is like may seem boring, but it's important.
Mhm. No problem.
Chapter 7. Oh, we were in chapter 7. Right. Both of you are leaders. Capricorns lead in a traditional manner, while Libras are able to accomplish more with a smile and an encouraging word than Capricorn in a sheaf of executive memorandums. The contrast between communication styles could make for suitable power struggles if you don't watch out. Other words, the outlook is sunny. You both appreciate the finer things in life. Capricorn, you never have to worry that the scales will let you down. A consummate host or hostess. Libra is one asset you'd like to have on your balance sheet and your bed sheet. Libra Capricorn is serious about mating and marrying. You might have to get Capricorn to lighten up occasionally or frequently. It takes the prodigious skill of a Libra to do that. But if you take a walk down the aisle, you could easily become a power couple, so have fun together. So we needed to get through all of that to get to that advice. Having fun together, remembering why you got married, because now you know that this is a commitment minded person. He's like, oh,
Mhm.
she's perfect, perfectly balanced for me. There's something, about you that he liked. And now it's like stuck in, just going through the motions of planning a life, but that's all on paper.
Yeah.
What do you do when there's no paper left? So that's what
Really
you're
sad.
dealing with. So you're
Hmm.
the one that's really in control of the romance and stuff like that. I hide who I really am from you. I just want to like connect to see what he would have to say because I dropped these cards all over the place. I'm not available. We know this. I hide who I really am from you. I feel you leaving me behind, and I know I was a distraction from your pain. Were you going through a breakup when you met him?
The second time around. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel as if he's never, um, I feel as if he's never really fully bonded to you because he's kind of always been on the edge of, would you have picked someone else over me?
Well, he was. I have said this to people. He was endgame for me because we were together and then we separated, and then the traumatic relationship happened, and then he was back again.
Okay. I feel like he's like, okay. So I get that, but he's still thinking that he was just a distraction for you.
Mhm.
You
Okay.
know, I don't think he ever really fully understood that that he was the end game for you.
Okay.
I know I messed up
Okay.
everything.
No. What? Well, I could see that thought.
And the attraction, I'm so attracted to you. So there's definitely an attraction, to you, an attraction to your beauty, an attraction to, because earth signs like very beautiful things, So if you're kind of sitting around in your jammies all the time, you know, he's going to be like, so kind of switch it up a little bit, attract him, seduce him, put on something, sexy or not, you don't have to go cheesy, freaking,
Girl,
lingerie.
let me tell you. I've tried it.
Does
I
it
got
work?
shot. I got shot down. Yeah.
Ooh,
So
uh-uh.
hence the hesitancy now to then do it again. But
Yeah, but why
on
did
a
you?
daily basis, I'm good. I am
Right.
like, I'm not, slumping around. No, I put effort in daily. But there was one instance where I went above and beyond. I mean, ready, laying new lingerie, and wasn't in a physical state to be ready. So I was like, oh,
Does he
okay.
have impotency problems?
Hmm.
Right. There's your problem.
Hmm.
Okay. So he knows you're ready. He's attracted to you, but he also will not go get help for that.
Nope, definitely won't.
Drug his ass. I'm just kidding. Right. It's he's like, oh, are you all right? You all right? You good? All right. Yeah. I'll see you in 10 minutes in the bedroom. I
Yep,
mean,
exactly.
yeah. So that's part of it.
I think that's a big part as far as
Yeah,
like
but you know what?
fear
Just
for
because
him.
that doesn't work doesn't mean your tongue don't work. Doesn't mean you can't do other things. You know what I'm
That's what
saying?
I
Like
said.
you guys could totally like, an
There's
orgasm's an
so
orgasm.
many more things to do.
Exactly. Like, hello.
Yeah,
It doesn't have to be that. I mean, but yeah,
no.
I get it why he would feel, listen, most women don't even have an orgasm from intercourse.
Mm,
And men don't know that. They just
no.
think, wow, you stick it in and it's the best thing ever. For you,
Mhm. Right. And then, and he's the opposite of that. Like he's like a pleaser, which is lovely.
right,
And then we go from that to nothing.
nothing.
Literally nothing.
I feel like he just has hormonal problems. Maybe the
Mhm.
testosterone's low, maybe there's something else going on medically, but if he's refusing to change, refusing to get help, you got to look at this situation from a different point of view.
Yeah.
What if you were out of this situation?
Yeah.
Think about that. Say tomorrow I waved away a magic wand and you never even met him. How would your life be different?
Well, wouldn't be great because, my two kids are here.
Well, of course, the kids are right. Kids are great. Fun,
Yeah.
wonderful. But what if you didn't? What if they had a different father? What if it wasn't him?
Can't even imagine that. I don't
Are
know
you
what that would
willing to,
look like.
are you willing to settle for this for the rest of your life?
Question. That's the elephant that's just hanging around.
Yep. The elephant in the room was mentioned today.
Hmm.
Is it something that, listen, I mean, I would, he'll never admit it. I would say to him, have you ever considered maybe that we should get a divorce? And
I
just say, I'm
think
going to
that would
leave you with,
sideswipe them.
I would put a little bit of electricity in that.
I think that would definitely come out of left field for him.
Good. He needs it. He needs to be hit in the side of the head with a baseball. Not literally,
I know.
but he needs a little bit of a wake-up call here. Because if he
Yeah.
thinks that this is, you know what I'm saying? That this is that, that no.
Yeah,
Has
this
he
is
called you since you've been here?
yeah, I got a couple of calls since I've been here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
know,
was surprised more than anything when I got the
right.
calls.
Because he's wondering, is she coming back? He knows. Is she coming back? How much longer do I have to keep getting away with this?
Hmm.
If somebody is unwilling to change, we're not changing our energy because I do not see that for you. I don't see you changing your energy to be with a person like this for the rest of your life. I don't see you just accepting no sex, no intimacy.
I'm young.
Exactly. You're wasting your good pussy years. Shit. I think the
They're
same way
limited.
too. I'm like, why am I not like what? Like what?
They're limited. Come on.
Exactly. Like, are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh.
So I would seriously consider saying that, I know how hurtful that is to like pull out all the stops and just to have somebody just be like, and I was with a guy that had a problem like that, and I was actually like at the point where like I was trying to um figure out ways to solve his problem, and he was the one that had to go to the doctor himself and do it.
Hmm. Hmm.
And nope, wouldn't do it. Never got a hard on, nothing. And I was like, oh, this is my end game. Oh. What a joke that was. Oh, this is the guy I'm gonna marry. Oh yeah. Nope. Nope. No, 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 no. And he was weird too. And he was short. Fucking weird. I would, I don't know if I would throw the word divorce at him, but I would say maybe perhaps we should separate for a while. Would you feel
Yeah.
safer saying that to him while you're with your parents
Uh, no, I'd say it in person.
in person?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're ready to say that?
I'm getting there. Yeah, pretty
I think
close.
you got to
We're
rip the
in
band-aid off.
we're in Spain for another year and a half. So,
Why do you guys travel?
we went over there because of his job.
What does he do? Of
He's in finance.
course. What else?
So I said, maybe. Well, initially I thought when we get there, things will change because it was a lot of stress to get there.
Hmm.
And now we're there and it hasn't changed.
Well, I also think that job is also a lot too.
Yeah, it is. Because now he's the sole provider.
Well, yeah, you can't work in Spain.
No. Nope. 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 Nope.
That sucks.
Trying, yeah, trying to do
But
something
he makes
remote,
enough
but
money to be able to support the family though.
yeah, he does.
So, I mean, that's not an issue.
Mm-mm, not good there.
Yeah, and then where are you guys going to move once you come back?
Back to Maryland. That's where we were before we moved.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. We want our son to graduate from high school with his friends, so we'll come back for his last year.
Aw. Okay. I just feel like, sorry. I just feel like
No
he's going to
worries.
be wasting a lot of time trying to figure out, is it worth it for me to invest in somebody to help us? Like, who are these people? How much money do they make? Like, just going to keep dragging his feet.
Mhm.
I don't know. I would just try that one more thing to see if
Okay.
perhaps he would be open to, learning how to fix it on a more spiritual level, which good luck
Mhm.
with Capricorn. He may or may not be open
Yeah.
to that, or just, taking some sort of like couples therapy or something.
Yeah. You gotta try something different.
Right. And say to him, it's either this or I'm packing my shit and I'm taking my kid and I'm going back to Maryland
Mhm.
and you can stay here by yourself.
And think about your actions.
Right. You could do that too. You could go back to Maryland, right? Because
Yeah,
you could get your job,
yeah,
your son
you
will be
could.
back in school. Absolutely.
Yeah, my son will be happy to be back with his friends, but
Absolutely. And yep. And you could get your job back. You could be working, you live in your home, and he can figure it out.
yeah, a lot to think about.
He needs a little bit of a wake up call here.
Mhm.
He's not going to give up that easy, though. I'll tell you that. I feel like when you present that to him, that's when things will start to, he'll start to realize how serious this actually is. Where you're going to get the apology and you're going to get you know what I mean? But that may not be enough for you
Yeah,
because that's just enough to smooth things over
we've been
so that
there.
I don't have to change.
Yep, I got the
And
apology, and I'll try harder, and I'll be better, and
mhm.
we're still here.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, let me know when you're ready. Okay, I
Oh,
promise I will.
right. Nope.
And
I want to know right now.
still waiting.
Right. Nope. I want you to find that couple on YouTube. Go do some research tonight.
Oh, I already know the couple because I listen to them.
Oh, you do. Okay.
I
So why didn't you
do.
tell me that? I'm going on and on and on, thinking that you don't know.
Oh yeah, I listen to them. They
Mm.
have a book out too.
So they already exist. Look at that.
Hmm.
See?
Yeah, and they've had their trials and tribulations also,
So he needs
and
to be
then
brought into the lessons as well.
mhm.
Buy the book and give it to him.
He's so stubborn.
I don't give a shit. Put it in his face. Like, hey, listen, read this, but not now. Put your foot
Yeah.
down. Because you've never threatened to leave. You've never said I'm out of here.
Mm-mm.
But
Mm-mm.
hey, listen, that may be the one thing that really is like, oh shit. Because you could take your stuff and go back to Maryland. and leave him in Spain. I don't know if that will be enough to make him change. That's his decision.
Mhm.
It's sad. You got two choices. Well, you have more than one choice, but you know,
Yeah.
I just feel like it's just going to kind of sort of be the same thing it's always been, you know, where you're getting, kind of stuck the same thing and
Complacent.
hoping and wishing, but you're changing and you're healing as you go through this. Yeah. Sometimes people they just don't have it.
We
They
were
don't
raised
have it to
very
give.
differently. Yeah,
Huh?
we were raised very differently as far as the
Right.
emotional aspect of things.
No, I
So
know, I get it, but now that we're out of that house, you grow in
mhm.
the house that you create, not the house you grew up in.
Yep.
The house you grew up in, someone else is living in that shit now.
Mhm.
And you're healing, you're changing. That's why you're wanting something better. That's why you're wanting more, but you're asking from it from the wrong person. Mhm. It's a confidence thing because, oh, well, if I'm single, what if nobody wants me?
I'm okay with that.
Right. I'm good. Right. Exactly. I'll be okay single. I don't need to deal with that.
I'm okay.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Yeah. But you can't let this experience bitter you because when the next,
No.
guy comes in, that's, the full package, because he's out there. You've manifested it somewhere. They're just waiting to
Mhm.
come forward. Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah. So when you get home, say, listen, I've been thinking. And don't wait. Don't wait a week, 2 weeks. I've been thinking. I'm thinking I want to
Yeah,
go back to Maryland. I'm thinking I want to take our son and go back to Maryland. I think we need some time apart. And son, I want to go back to work. I need to be fulfilled, but make sure it's clear that, it's because he hasn't changed,
yeah.
not because you want to go back to work, because he'll get real excited about that. Oh, she wants to work and make money. Oh, okay. Sure, honey, go ahead. Yeah. Meanwhile, you know,
Missed the point. Yeah, I hear
he just might not have it within him. You know what I mean? And if it's
you.
not
Yeah,
there, it's his choice to make it happen.
right.
We could want and we could wish and we could hope, but if the person just doesn't have it, you could keep putting your money into a snack machine, hoping for a Reese's peanut butter cups, but if they ain't in there, it ain't coming in,
Very true.
you know? So you either accept something else or you just don't put any more money in. I see that if you present the first idea, hey, read this book. I really want you to, do it. Give him a week, 2 weeks, he doesn't do it. You don't see dog ears in that book. You know what? I'm gonna go back to Maryland. I'm gonna do something that makes me happy for once. Because I can't see you going on like this.
Nope.
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 No, ma'am. Let's see if we can get some advice. Lots of reading today. But sometimes those are the answers. I'm actually like was reading your story. Like that already happened. I already put on the sexy lingerie. Okay. Spirit's like, I'm out of suggestions. The tree. Interesting. Let's see what that has to say. This deck usually is pretty good with giving.
I
Grounded,
wish my nana
centered.
had met him.
Huh?
Kind of wish my grandmother had met him.
Yeah. Grounded, centered, offspring, divine earth and connection. She wouldn't have told you. She would have, I don't think she would have liked him very much. My grounded vibe keeps me connected to myself. And a lot of these cards. Okay. The tree is symbolic of Earth's energy rising through the roots and mixing with divine light through the connection of the branches. The tree represents creation and connects us to the four elements. Air supplies the breath of life. Water is a conduit that provides nourishment. Earth is connected to the roots that hold grounded and material energy. Fire supplies heat and warmth. The tree is connected with the cycles of life as they change with the seasons. It is symbolic of a firm foundation, wisdom, ancestry, and strength, as seen in the tree of life. It represents immortality as it continues to plant seeds and birth offspring. Each breath of air I breathe has been inhaled by someone else on this planet who has experienced their own reality and version of life. It is within this shared breath that sacred life continues to expand and connect us all. I am rooted to the earth and the divine. I am a conduit for all things manifest. As I practice building grounded and safe connections through shared feelings and the vulnerability to express those feelings. I'll read that again. As I practice building grounded and safe connections through shared feelings and the vulnerability to express those feelings, I welcome authenticity and companionship. Although I may not always understand exactly what someone has experienced, I can relate to the feelings of love, fear, sadness, and joy. The stronger I am rooted in the feelings of love towards myself, the more my heart will radiate warmth towards others. My emotional wisdom is respected and cherished and is part of the collective consciousness. That wisdom is brought forth in all I create and share with the world. This sense of healthy vitality is what inspires others and allows a sense of trust to be built. So even though you have an understanding for him, you have an understanding for it. So I want you to release the fear of loving yourself. Stop rejecting yourself. Stop allowing the way he's responding to you to define who you are and how you feel and how you branch out into the world. Because it's making you feel unloved and undesirable. And nobody can make you feel that way except for you. So you have to say, I am lovable. I deserve love. Love comes to me easily and naturally. Start changing that thinking pattern in your head. I want you to at least try that first before you do anything with him. You change your energy first and see the response that you get. Because it's a confidence thing. And when we do the work on ourselves, we love ourselves, that's the key. Because how is anyone else supposed to love us when we're not showing them the way? You know, when we're not looking ourselves in the mirror and saying, I am Kimberly and I deserve love. I am Kimberly and I am someone who deserves to be seen and heard and felt and loved and accepted. And you're accepting that within yourself. You're taking your power back from anyone that's ever rejected you or anyone that's ever hurt you or made you feel a certain way, because that's how they feel about themselves. You're picking up too much of his energy and you need to release that. and return to love. Because, you know, we could try our hardest to try to get something from somebody when we're more than capable of getting it ourselves. And you're repeating that pattern over and over and over in your life, right? Serving others, doing for others all the time, busy, 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 never have time for me. Nope, not anymore. I'm making time for me. If you can get up and make your own dinner, get up and make your own dinner. You got two hands, I'm going out. And put your foot down. Because they got to learn. Your son has to learn to take care of himself,
He's good at
you
it.
know?
He's a good boy.
Right. You know, he's okay. But the
Mhm.
husband too. He's got to learn to listen, I'm going out. I'm going to yoga tonight. I'm going to watch a movie. Sorry. See you later. Or I'm doing my hair different. I'm doing my makeup different. I'm dressing different. I'm walking different. Doing something different. Take a class. Take a course online just
Taking
to
Spanish.
refresh. Yeah. Yeah. Learn to speak Spanish. Go out and meet other people that speak Spanish. Conversational Spanish. Spain is a beautiful place, somewhat, I
Mhm.
think.
It is. Yeah.
Explore it.
Where we are, it's amazing.
Exactly. I can imagine. You know, take this experience for yourself. This is your time here.
Yeah.
What's your grandmother's name?
Jean.
Jean.
Yeah.
I
Both
hear
grandmas
Etta.
passed.
I hear Etta.
Jean, Agnes, Jordan. Etta. Wait. I remember my great grandmother's name.
Is
That
that
name
her
rings a
name?
bell.
Great
I don't
grandmother?
know. Rings a bell, but I don't know that that was her name.
Just hold on to it, Etta.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm trying to think of my other grandmother's middle name, but I don't remember it.
It doesn't feel like a
But I'll
first
ask
name.
around.
Yeah, somebody will know. They want you to know that you are seen and you are loved. That they see what's inside of you and you shouldn't be afraid to ask. You shouldn't be afraid to ask for what you want at all. You are deserving. She's showing me a loaf of cornbread. Why are you showing me that? Maybe I can see her smile. She says she just wants to give you a kiss on the cheek. I can see her smiling. I don't know what she looks like, but I see her smile. Did she have a cane?
No. Mm-mm.
Someone here has a cane. It's very important because they're showing it to me.
That's my mom.
Mm.
I don't know if her dad had a cane.
This is a woman. It's an older woman here. I gotta call my aunt niece tomorrow. Kind of looks like her a little bit. Gotta call her. That's what they want to tell you. They want it to remind you of that, you know? You can't like keep thinking that this is absorb somebody else's problem and lack of motivation onto yourself. You can't do that. And if that's what keeps happening, you know, and keep following the advice of not just the couple, but also of other very powerful women that stand in their power and build up confidence. Look up some positive affirmations that you could listen to every single day to, you know, to try to change the way you think and how you feel about yourself. And you'll see your energy begin to change, you know, and eventually it's going to change so much that it's going to be felt by everyone around you, or you're going to be like, you know what? I don't have to deal with this and I'm out of here. Do you have any more questions?
No.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Okay.
Yep.
Keep in touch with me and let me know what's going on.
Okay.
Because this isn't something that is just like, okay, one and done. Nope. Do you have my cell phone number?
I don't. Do you have WhatsApp?
I do.
Okay, that would be
So,
how I could. All right,
okay.
give me one moment. And what's your cell phone?
516
Mm-hmm.
448
Mm-hmm.
6014.
Okay. So
Okay.
I will, it would come from WhatsApp, just
Okay,
because
yeah.
my
So just
number
let
is a
me know.
Spanish number.
Okay, yeah. So just say, hey, it's Kim. You did a reading, and then
Oh,
we can keep
oh,
in touch that way and just let me
yeah.
know, kind of what's going on. Let me stop this so it's not like forever.